Tears as 22 pupils killed, 120 trapped in Plateau school building collapse. The 13th of July, 2024. Kindly share this video. The death toll in a school building which collapsed in Jos, Plateau State on Friday morning has increased from to 22. The Executive Secretary of the State Emergency Management Agency, Sunday Abdu, had earlier confirmed 17 persons dead after a rescue operation at the Saint Academy located at the Busa community in Jos North local government area of the state. But the State Commissioner for Information, Musa Ashams, who gave a fresh update on the sad incident, in a statement he issued on Friday night, confirmed that the death had risen to 22 while 154 persons suffered different degrees of fatalities. The statement read in part, "The Plateau State Government expresses its deepest condolences following the tragic building collapse at Saint Academy, Jos, on July 12, 2024. The collapse resulted in 154 fatalities and injuries. Emergency responders are currently at the scene conducting search and rescue operations. Current situation as of 6 p.m., 154 people have been rescued from the debris. Sadly, 22 individuals have been confirmed deceased. Injured students and staff are receiving medical treatment at various hospitals across Jos. Breakdown of hospital admissions and fatalities, hospital, patients and number deaths. Plateau State Specialist Hospital, 39 hospitalized and 3 deaths. Our Lady of Apostles Hospital, 32 hospitalized and 5 deaths. Bingham University Teaching Hospital, 55 hospitalized and 14 deaths. Jos University Teaching Hospital, 6 hospitalized and 0 deaths. Total, 132 hospitalized and 22 deaths. A grand total of 154 victims. The Commissioner added, the Plateau State Government activated emergency response protocols immediately upon notification of the incident. Emergency services include the National Emergency Management Agency, State Emergency Management Agency, Red Cross, security agencies, and healthcare professionals who have been working collaboratively in search, rescue and resuscitation efforts. To ensure prompt medical attention, the government has directed all major hospitals in Jos to prioritize treatment of the victims, regardless of documentation or payment. The Governor, Caleb Mutfwang, has specifically instructed these hospitals to accommodate those affected by the collapse. According to the statement, the government equally emphasizes the importance of adhering to established safety standards in building construction. Citing Executive Order 003, the government urges schools and other facility owners with structural concerns to close their facilities immediately. The Jos Metropolitan Development Board will conduct inspections to prevent similar incidents in the future. The Commissioner said a thorough investigation into the cause of the collapsed building was underway. Earlier, tears flowed freely on Friday as parents and sympathizers gathered at the scene of a school building collapse. Saturday Punch had reported that the school building located in Busa community caved in around 8:30 a.m. on Friday when the students and teachers were in their classes. Collapsed of Saint Academy School, Jos on Friday the 12th of July, 24. 0158 a July a 12/7 a 2024. The State Commissioner for Information, Musa Ashams, who visited the scene, said in a statement on Friday that 120 persons were still trapped in the debris after the sad incident. The statement, which described the incident as avoidable, indicated that the structure housing the school was weak, leading to its collapse. The Plateau State Government has expressed deep sadness over the tragic incident at Saint Academy Jos, where a building collapsed resulting in casualties, and injured students and teachers still being evacuated to different hospitals within Jos. The government describes the incident as an avoidable tragedy, citing the school's weak structure, an unsafe location near a riverbank. However, we commend the efforts of NEMA, SEMA, Red Cross and security agencies in rescuing trapped children and transporting them to hospitals. To ensure prompt medical attention, the government has instructed hospitals to prioritize treatment without documentation or payment. The Commissioner for Health has also ordered all major hospitals in Jos to attend to the victims. Approximately 120 people were trapped, with many evacuated. The government emphasizes the importance of adhering to safety standards, making Executive Order 003 sacrosanct. Schools with similar issues are urged to close down, enabling the Jos Metropolitan Development Board to prevent future incidents. The government commiserates with affected families and stresses the need for clearance from the JMDB for any structure to be erected the state. This incident highlights the importance of prioritizing safety standards to prevent tragedies and ensure the well-being of citizens, especially children. The Executive Secretary of the State Emergency Management Agency, Sunday Abdu, who spoke with Saturday Punch after their rescue operations, confirmed that 17 persons had died as a result of the incident. The SEMA boss, who described the incident as sad, said, "We have finished the rescue mission at least for today. We are just closing from the site." The fact remains that the casualty figures keep changing. In Bingham University Teaching Hospital, Jos, there are 43 injured persons receiving medical attention, while 13 persons were confirmed dead. In OLA Specialist Hospital, we have over 40 receiving attention. In Plateau Specialists Hospital, we have 4 dead bodies, with 40 people receiving treatment. We also have some casualties who were evacuated to the Jos University Teaching Hospital, but I don't have the figure at the moment. Tinubu mourns. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu on Friday night received with profound grief the news of the tragic collapse of a school building, which resulted in multiple deaths and many surviving victims in Jos, Plateau State. Tinubu describes the unfortunate incident as a huge loss to the nation, as well as a devastating development, too excruciating to imagine, a statement signed by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ajurin Jalali, said on Friday. Mutfwang too. In a related development, Governor Caleb Mutfwang has expressed deep sympathy to the families of students and staff of St. Academy School, Jos, who died in the collapse of a 2-story school building behind St. Murumba, Busabuji, in Jos North local government area of the state. In a statement issued on Friday by his Director of Press and Public Affairs, Gyang Bir, the governor said he received the heartbreaking news with grief and sorrow, describing the tragedy as unfortunate. He stated that nothing could be more painful and heart-wrenching than the gloomy situation.
A Black Friday on the Plateau. Schools injured and some feared dead in the school building collapse. The tragic event occurred at the St. Academy, where a 2-story building collapsed, trapping over 200 students. Scores were injured and some were feared dead. Rescue operations, including the Nigerian Police, Joint Security Task Force, the Federal Fire Brigade, the National Emergency Management Agency, the Nigerian Red Cross, and volunteers, began immediately. Parents and citizens anxiously waited the rescue of their children. The rescued students were taken to various hospitals, while the deceased were moved to the mortuaries. Government officials and emergency personnel were early on the scene to assess the damage.
In our information, we gathered that their pupils writing their exams as at that time. We quickly now activated an emergency response. We called the fire service. We had liaison with the SEMA and other critical stakeholders to mobilize and see how how rescue operation can be done.
So the Nigerian Red Cross Society have been trying to give first aid, psychological first aid to the parents and other people that are around. So that is what we have been busy doing. As you can see that different first aid forces have been evacuating the casualties to the hospital.
The Plateau State Commissioner for Information and Communication, along with the General Manager of the Jos Metropolitan Development Board, expressed concerns over the establishment of unauthorized buildings, which they attribute to the recent disaster. They urged the citizens to donate blood to help the injured, as hospitals are overwhelmed with the number of casualties.
We're here because our children are trapped in this debris, and efforts have been made by NEMA, SEMA, and other security agencies to make sure that we find them alive and take them to the hospitals. And so far, we have gotten a number of them.
It is a day that we are sad that we lost lives that are very, very unnecessary, and then it is not something that we quickly make statements about. The government is looking into this, we're investigating it, we are going to track those who have this institution. But I don't even need anybody to tell me to go to the office. You can clearly see that these buildings don't have approvals.
The injured are receiving treatment at various hospitals. The government has pledged to cover all medical expenses. In a press statement released by the Director of Press and Public Affairs, Gian Bere, the Plateau State Governor, Caleb Muftuang, extended condolences to the family of the deceased and praised the search and rescue team's efforts. The governor also directed relevant agencies, including NEMA, to support the surviving victims of the collapsed building.
Thanks for tuning in to Smart Okason TV show. Keep exploring, stay curious, and never stop getting the latest information happening around. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to keep the intellect flowing. Until next time, keep sharpening and be smart.